Good morning, everyone. Nicole Blaine here from Insurance Agency Marketing Services in Omaha. Just wanted to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy day to join me on the webinar today. We are going to go over several different long-term care, I don't want to call them long-term care, but alternatives for clients to generate a higher income off of a annuity income product to help cover the cost of long-term care events that they may incur during their years. We are going to go over some housekeeping items first. The first thing we're going to talk about is IAMS Business Builders. And our referred producer program. Just like your business is based on referrals, so is ours, and we greatly appreciate any referrals you do send our way. So when you refer a agent to IAMS, you will, and that agent does contract, you will receive $50. And then once your referral submits and their first piece of business goes issued, you will receive $100 or more, depending on how much premium was written. And then the great thing about it is that you can earn thousands when you consider that we are paying you a 20 basis point override on all business your referral does submit with IAMS. Another thing that we do have here at IAMS that is great to help you cover the cost of marketing is our marketing reimbursement program. So we're going to pay you $100 into your marketing reimbursement account for every $100,000 of premium that you do submit and goes issued with IAMS. That those dollars do build quickly as you are writing business, and we will reimburse for your marketing costs that you have to conduct your business. Next thing we're going to talk about is our new production builders. So this is for new producers with IAMS. As you can see, we have several tiers. We have a $100,000 tier, the $250, $500, $750, and $1 million tier. I'm going to go over the first three pretty extensively. So you have 6 months, your first 180 days with us. If you can write an $1,000 worth of business, you have your choice of a 1,500 piece postcard mailing, an iPad, $750 in cash, or pre-formatted email marketing analysis, a corporate identity package as well. That will help you expand your production. The next tier, the $250,000 tier in your first 6 months of contracting with IAMS, will give you a 3,000 piece postcard mailing, $2,000 in your marketing reimbursement account that you can spend to promote and grow your business, a $1,500 Visa gift card, or a newspaper ad and marketing collateral to include a brochure, a fact finder, a lead magnet, and one sheeter and one microsite off of your website. Then, if you are so ambitious and you can get a $500,000 written with us in 6 months, you do have your choice of a 5,000 piece postcard mailing and training with Matt Gill, who is one of our top producers, or you can choose a 4,000 piece postcard mailing and training with Dave Pimper on his Social Security seminars, a Ritz-Carlton package for you and a guest, or a billboard ad, a seminar presentation, an email distro, a full website or website overhaul. Now that is going to do the most to promote your business and help your business grow. Then we have a $750,000 level, which will get you the Retirement Boss radio program. It does include setup costs and 8 recorded shows, 2 Social Security seminars, with 50 guaranteed buying units, $4,500 lead credit, or one video social media campaign. Now, if you're already a producer and you're kind of established in the business and you make the choice to transition to IAMS, we do have the $1 million level, which will get you a core story brand builder, get published in a major news outlet, either ABC, Fox News, or NBC. Or you can choose from a dinner workshop with an 8,000 piece mail drop, preset appointments between 8 and 10 of them, or 3 videos, 3 consumer-facing brochures, 3 custom articles, and special projects on request. Next thing we are going to talk about are some of the things that make IAMS who we are. So IAMS is been founded on service. That is our number one commitment to you. From initial case design, illustrations, then once you decide on what product you may want to use with your client, we're going to get you all the forms that you need to complete that piece of business. Once you get that piece of business completed, we are going to submit it to the carrier and then follow up on it every 3 business days to ensure that you are paid in a timely manner. We do have top sales expertise and coaching here at IAMS. We have a paperless contracting system. We use Surance Bay. And then we do, if you utilize our website, which I would highly recommend that you visit, it is a wealth of information. We have forms at your fingertips. You can do term quotes. You can run income rider comparisons. You can pull MIGA rates. And then we also have several business building tools and resources on our website as well. Next thing we're going to talk about is Firelight e-apps. With COVID and our inability to have a sit-down appointment with clients, e-apps have become much more popular. So you can have a Zoom appointment with your client or GoToMeeting, whatever platform you choose, and then you can utilize our Firelight system to write your annuity apps. You can show your screen with them and you guys can complete the application online. It's very simple to use. It's user friendly. We now have several carriers available on our Firelight platform. We have AIG, Accordia, Allianz, American Equity, and the list just goes on and on and on. And then you can also see the carriers that we are working on getting integrated into our Firelight e-app system. The next thing we are going to talk about is what I feel is one of the most valuable assets that we do have available for you here at IAMS, and that's our creative marketing solutions. Whether it is you and your marketer completing a marketing analysis and then utilizing our creative services to implement some of the suggestions on that marketing analysis. Our creative marketing team can design a website for you. They can make your Facebook business page. They can do business cards, logo design, anything that you would need. We also have social media consulting and email marketing consulting, online newsletters that can be posted on your social media website and your business website. We can, if you were going to do a mailing, we can make professionally written pieces for you, handouts, flyers, newsletters, even postcards, anything that you might need for marketing. Our creative marketing services are able to complete for you, and the pricing is very reasonable. If you have any questions on that, I'd be happy to send you out our creative marketing pricing sheet. Next thing we are going to talk about is the website. As I mentioned earlier, our website is a wealth of information on it. We have excellent sales terms. We have, like I said, the term life quoter. The website is always accessible. So if it's 9 o'clock p.m. and IAMS is closed and you're meeting with a client, you can go on there and get the information that you need to share with your client from our website. And then we have links to the industry. We have our current newsletter on there. We also have Marketing Corner on there that we post a new piece on every week. We have a long-term care grid, the annuity grid, and then most importantly, our sales resource library, which I would encourage all of you to utilize. There is a wealth of information in there, client fact finders, sales call scripts, anything that you might need is in that sales resource library. Like I said, I highly recommend you register for our website and explore what options are available to you on the website. Next thing we're going to talk about is IAMS Wealth Management. So IAMS Wealth Management requires you to have a Series 65 or be an RIA. It is a great way for you to increase your revenue. I like to use the example of cases that come fairly frequently. As we all know, annuity suitability will only allow 50% of a client's net worth to be invested in annuities. And let's say that client has $600,000 and because of suitability, only $300,000 of it will be taken by an annuity carrier. This gives you another route and way to place that money without having to outsource that piece of business to a registered rep. And it does help improve your client retention because you are now a full service agent. And in that, it does strengthen your client relationships as well. Next thing we are going to talk about is our Life and Annuity Producer Academies. They are 2-day producer training programs. However, with the COVID, we are not currently running any academies, but hopefully by next spring, we will be back and bringing you guys in for the 2-day training. It is an excellent opportunity for agents who are active in the life and annuity markets looking for new ways to increase their sales. We do bring in our top producers. You spend 2 days at a carrier location going over the strategies that those top producers have used to get from the bottom to the top. You will get a wealth of product knowledge as well. The top producers will go over their turnkey seminar systems, and you will go over annuity industry trends in the market. And it is, like I said, an excellent opportunity. When you do receive a registration for an academy, I would highly recommend that you do complete it and get registered to attend. Next thing we're going to talk about is our IAMS 2021 Marketing Summit. It may or may not be March 7th through the 11th of next year. We just will have to see how everything plays out with the current situation, but 3.5 million points will get you qualified for this incredible retreat to Puerto Vallarta. The qualification period started July 1st of 19 and runs through December 31st of 2020. And then we also have 3 additional days for producers who are able to get 6.5 million points. Instant qualification is 8.5 million points, and those dates are March 11th through the 14th of 2021. Qualification period is the same, July 1st of 2019 to December 31st of 2020. All right, well, now we're going to get to the meat and potatoes. Why are we talking about this? So we are talking about this because of it's going to give an opportunity to offer clients better income opportunities. You're going to be able to help clients maximize their assets in the event of unforeseen circumstances. And with the increased competition in the annuity market space, carriers have had to become more innovative in their product design. What a client can expect. So what we're giving them is an opportunity for increasing income payouts on some policies, the power to retain control over their assets while still receiving income. They can enjoy an income that lasts as long as their retirement does, and it's an income that they cannot outlive. Here are some fairly alarming statistics that we're going to take a look at. So, most older Americans have done little or no planning for long-term care. As you can see on this first chart, 67% of older Americans have done little or nothing to prepare for an unforeseen health circumstance that would require some sort of in-home health care or confined care, whatever the case may be. Few think America is prepared for its aging population. 2/3 of Americans at age 40 or older feel the country is not prepared for the rapid growth of the older adult population. That is 2/3. And then most people believe that we should be covering the cost of long-term care, but few want families to bear the burden. And most older Americans, 86% of them, believe that the government should help cover the costs of ongoing care. Most people believe that Medicare should be responsible for the long-term care costs that they endure. That's 56%. And then 57%, a majority erroneously expect to be able to rely on Medicare to cover their long-term care needs, which just is not the way that Medicare is set up. The other thing that comes into play is inflation. So, what if there is a solution that could help your clients keep up with inflation? The solution to that would be income products with increasing income. The key is to build a solution that helps solve for the rising cost of essential needs while giving you the financial flexibility for the future. The first product we are going to go over is the Athene Ascent Pro Bonus product. It has guaranteed income as well as non-guaranteed income. As you can see, immediate 10% income base bonus if they choose the guaranteed option, and 5% if they choose the non-increasing. The 5% if they choose option 2, which is the increasing income option. So you can see the best, average, and worst on the indexed earning income. And then the guaranteed is $8,295. The earnings indexed income gives you the opportunity to increase your income based on the percentage of interest credits, if any, that are applied to your contract year after year. If you elect this option, though, you'll begin with a lower guaranteed amount than the level. So here is Athene's piece on the inflation adjusted income. With this option, you have the potential to increase your income over time based upon movements in the most recently published CPI inflation index. So on a guaranteed payout, the client's going to receive $4,347, and on a non-guaranteed, they're going to receive $10,083. And that pretty much is dependent on what your client's risk tolerance is. If they're willing to put a little bit of risk into their contract and choose the increasing option, they do definitely have, as you can see, a lot higher potential for income. Athene utilizes the S&P, the NASDAQs, the Artificial Intelligence Equity Index with IBM Watson, and the BNP Paribas. And after the webinar, when I follow up with each of you, if you do want any information on any of this, I would be happy to send it out to you and go over it with you. So let's take a look at payouts on Athene. Okay, so if we do the single life with level income, we're not going to do the increasing, the level income on $100,000 premium deposit at age 60. By 65, your client will have $5,530 in income guaranteed for the rest of their life. If they are confined to a skilled care facility, that income amount will double to $11,060 for up to 5 years or until their account value is zero. And then in this column, you can see the payout percentages, which are very competitive. And you can see the longer that they defer taking income, the higher the income payout becomes. Now, on a non-guaranteed single life with a $100,000 premium deposit, we are looking at a starting income of $6,551 with the confinement income of $13,103. That does gradually increase throughout the years. Next product we are going to go over is the F&G Accelerator. Income is available on this product after the first year. They do take non-qualified and qualified funds. They do have single and joint payouts, and the rider fee on this product is 1.25 basis points. The minimum premium is $10,000. And the issue ages for qualified funds are 18 to 85, 0 to 85 for non-qualified. The vesting bonus on this product vests over 10 years, 10% end of each year, only on the premium paid in year one. Now we're going to talk about the guaranteed withdrawals. Okay, so your income base is used to determine the fees and the income payments under this package, but this will guarantee you a lifetime income. For a single annuitant at age 50, the payout percentage is 3.5, and it increases 0.5% every 5 years to age 85. For joint, the payout percentage at 50 is 3% and increases by 1% every 10 years to age 80. This is the great thing about the two F&G products that we are going to cover. If the annuitant meets qualifications for impairment and the account value is greater than 0, the payments will double. They will go 1.5 times if it is a joint contract. But what that means is if your client cannot perform 2 of 6 ADLs and your contract has been in force for at least 3 years, your client is eligible for double income for up to 5 years or until the account value is 0. And the impairment must begin at least 1 year after contract issue, and it must be expected to be a permanent condition. Now, the other thing about this policy is if your client isn't in the income phase, hasn't triggered their income rider, what F&G will allow you to do is for home health care, which must be provided by a licensed home health care provider. Again, care must be at least 1 year after contract's effective date. They must be unable to perform at least 2 of 6 ADLs for at least 60 days and expected to continue for at least 90 days after requesting the withdrawal. Very important to note, this is not available in Florida, Idaho, or Massachusetts. They define nursing home confinement as a licensed nursing home. Confinement must begin at least 1 year after the contract effective date, and the client must be confined to the nursing home for at least 60 days. Again, not available in Massachusetts. And then they also have the terminal illness diagnosis must be made after at least 1 year after contract effective date and certified by a licensed physician, and life expectancy must be less than 1 year. But in any of these situations, your client has complete access to their account with no surrender charges or market value adjustment. The great thing about this product is it does utilize the S&P and the Barclays Trailblazer. So as you'll see when we get to the illustration portion, the account value, the Barclays Trailblazer has been known to produce some pretty significant returns. So the account value, not the income base, but the account value does stay strong throughout the life of the contract. Okay, so as you can see, F&G's accelerator at age 65 pays out $5,470. Athene was higher at $5,530. However, Athene is based on confinement. This is based on 2 of 6 ADLs, so again, client preference. But then the enhanced withdrawal benefit is $10,460. And then you can see this is on the guaranteed basis, so this is no interest is earned. But on a non-guaranteed basis, let's take a look at that account value. That client is pulling out $7,981 a year, has an option for a doubler that would take them to $15,963 for up to 5 years or until this account value column was depleted to 0. And as you can see, on a non-guaranteed basis, utilizing that Barclays strategy, this account value doesn't even come close to hitting 0. They still, 25 years into the contract, have $168,732 on a hypothetical basis. Next product we're going to go over is F&G's Safe Income Plus product. Oh, I hope your slides are clearer than mine. So income is available 1 year after issue. They take qualified and non-qualified, single and joint. The rider fee is 1.15. The minimum premium is $10,000. And the issue ages are 0 to 85, I apologize, for non-qualified funds. There, that cleared it up. Okay, next slide. So guaranteed income with Safe Income Plus. Safe Income Plus usually comes within the top 5 on rider comparisons. Safe Income Plus, it provides you with lifetime income for life with the guaranteed withdrawal payments. If you haven't made any excess withdrawals in any year, payments will never run out no matter how long you live, even if your account value is depleted to zero. You can begin guaranteed withdrawal payments anytime after the first contract year if you are at least 50 years old. And the payment amount is determined off of your income base on your account at the time you begin your withdrawal payments. The next slide is going to go over that your guaranteed withdrawal payments may increase if you become impaired to the extent that you are unable to perform 2 of 6 activities of daily living. There are defined terms, and those may vary from state to state, so we always need to check state availability. But you do have increased payouts that will continue until your account value is depleted or you no longer are considered impaired. And then payments revert back to your guaranteed withdrawal payment. That is something to point out, and that is true on all income riders with doublers. Then after the 5 years has lapsed or the account value is zero, it does go back to the guaranteed withdrawal payment. And then it goes over that the charge for this income rider is 1.15 basis points. Our next slide is going to show the vesting bonus that vests over the first 10 years of the contract. In most states, it is 7%. But as you can see, there are a list of states that the vesting bonus is only 6%. Withdrawals on this contract, you have the option to receive scheduled lifetime income for the rest of your life. Withdrawal payment amounts are determined on your income base at the time payments begin and are calculated as the greatest of your initial premium plus any applicable income-based bonus. Premiums paid in the first policy year. So this is a flexible premium policy. And then there is a minimum guaranteed surrender value, and then during the accumulation period, your client may elect to restart a 10-year roll-up period. Restarting it for another 10-year extends for another 10 years, and the accumulation period and continues the growth on the income base at the annual roll-up rate guaranteed not to be less than 2%. So let's get into single annuitant payout is 2.9% and increases each year to age 90. Joint annuitant payout is 2.2% at age 50. Again, increases each year to age 90. And then we go over that if the annuitant meets the qualifications for impairments and the account value is greater than zero, payments will double or be 1.5 times if it is a joint contract. However, it's not available in Alaska, Hawaii, Illinois, Minnesota, Mississippi, Oregon, Pennsylvania, or Washington. So on the enhanced guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit rider, that would be the doubler. The policy has to have been in effect for 3 years, and they have not made any premium payments for the last 3 years. The annuitant is unable to perform 2 of 6 ADLs certified by a licensed physician and requires the care of a licensed caregiver. The impairment began at least 1 year after contract issue and is expected to be permanent. The death benefit on this contract is paid as a lump sum and is the greatest of the account value, including the total vesting bonus, even if not fully vested, or the minimum guaranteed surrender value. So this policy offers the same as the accelerator. If the client chooses to not turn on income and activate a doubler and just wants their account value back, they can access that money free of surrender and MVA if the care began at least 1 year after the contract effective date. They can't perform 2 of 6 ADLs, and it has to be for at least 60 days and expected to continue for at least 90 days after requesting the withdrawal. This is not available in Florida, Idaho, or Massachusetts. For nursing home care, the confinement must begin at least 1 year after the contract's effective date, and they must be confined for at least 60 days, not available in Massachusetts. Terminal illness must be made, the diagnosis must be made by a licensed physician, and the life expectancy must be 1 year or less, and the client will have access to their account value with no surrender charges or MVA. The fee on the income rider is 1.15 basis points, as we already covered. You do pay that on each contract anniversary, and they do guarantee that that rider fee will never exceed 1.5 basis points. And this policy utilizes the S&P. Now let's look at the difference in the payout. But then let's also look at the difference in the account value. This would be the two differences in the F&G Safe Income and the F&G Accelerator. Obviously, with a $6,146 payout, it has a much higher payout percentage. We're going to go to the non-guaranteed side to take a look at the account value. So on the Safe Income Plus, as you can see, the client is out of account value at age 80, which the Accelerator did not run out of account value. But with that $6,146, if your client is strictly looking for income and maybe a little extra funding for any unexpected health event, the doubler does go to $12,293 annually until that account value is 0 or 5 years has lapsed, and then that payment will revert back to the $6,146. Next product we are going to go over is the Equitrust Market Power Bonus that does require $10,000 minimum premium. Issue ages on this policy are 40 to 75. Income is available 30 days after issue, so this will start paying immediately. They accept qualified, non-qualified funds, and single and joint accounts. The rider fee on this policy is 1.25 basis points. So here is some information on Equitrust Market Power Bonus product. This product does have a 10% premium bonus that is fully vested on day one, as you can see right there. It's a single premium fixed index annuity with an income rider option. It contains a fixed rate account and a variety of index accounts as well, two of which feature the custom risk control Barclays Focus 50, another great Barclays strategy for accumulation. The initial minimum premium is $10,000. The account minimum rates. So we can take a look at some of the information on Equitrust. So in Alaska, Connecticut, all of these states listed, this is a 10-year product. However, in the other states that it is available, it is a 14-year product, which isn't a big deal if your client is just looking for a guaranteed lifetime income. It does allow for free withdrawals in the first contract year of interest, and then after the first contract year, the client can take 10% of the accumulation value. However, any withdrawals made on that accumulation value definitely will affect your income payout. The death benefit is paid upon death of the owner, and it's the accumulated value. They can annuitize this contract as well. It does have the nursing home and terminal illness waiver. So That is at no charge, and after the first contract year, they can access 100% of their account value in the event of a nursing home confinement of an owner for 90 days, and then of a terminally ill patient, they can access 75% of their accumulation value in the event that the owner is defined terminally ill. We're going to go to the next slide. And talk about the income rider that does come on Equitrust Market Power bonus product. It is an optional rider, so you can either use this product for accumulation or income. As it says, the rider is optional. Lifetime income is based on 6% of the accumulation for up to 10 years. The rider does have that annual charge. The income rider must be elected at time of issue, and the owner must be at least 40 years old. It will pay you a lifetime income, even if your accumulation value is depleted to zero. It may begin anytime after the first contract year and the owner's age is at least 50. If joint owners, both owners must be at least 50 to start the income withdrawals, and they are available monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. The rider fee is 1.25 basis points, which we already discussed. The enhanced income withdrawals. So Equitrust income withdrawal amount is increased by 100% for single life and 50% for joint in the event of chronic illness. Chronic illness is defined as permanently unable to perform at least 2 of 6 ADLs or permanent or severe cognitive impairment. At the start and during the enhanced benefit period, chronic illness must be physician certified annually. Enhanced benefits do not impact the lifetime income payout, which means that once your account value has hit 0 or 5 years has lapsed, it will revert back to your original income payout. Now we are going to go over the withdrawal percentages. Equitrust starting at age 50 is 2.65. You get up to age 60, it's 3.65. The one thing that is nice about this policy is that contract owners do have the ability to start and stop the income withdrawals if they should so choose. Not many policies do have that option. So let's say client purchases the income rider, starts the income rider at 65, maybe has a huge gain in their brokerage account and doesn't want to utilize the income and be taxed on the income. They can stop that income rider and start that then when whatever monies that they were using to support themselves is gone. This policy will allow for additional premiums in the first year that will increase the benefit base, and all premiums received in the first year do have that 10% bonus added to them as well. Excess withdrawals will exceeding the income withdrawal amount are allowed at any time, but will reduce your benefit base and the amount of any future income withdrawals proportionately. Excess withdrawals that exceed the contract's penalty-free withdrawal, which is 10%, may be subject to surrender and MVA. The other option that the client has is, let's say they purchased it at 60, they're 75, they still haven't turned on that income rider and they have now realized they don't need it. They do have the ability to turn off and terminate the income rider so that they will not be charged the rider fee every year. S&P and the Barclays Focus 50 are the indices that Equitrust uses. Here is a look at the market power bonus. So as you can see, somebody deposits $100, they get a $10,000 premium bonus. The payout on a 65-year-old is $6,109. And then you can see the cash surrender value and the death benefit, but you can also see the rider fee. Next product we are going to discuss, our final product that we are going to discuss today, is Global Atlantic's Income 150 product. Another one that typically comes out in the top 5. The premium deposit minimum is $10,000. It issues 55 to 85. Income is available 30 days after issue. They accept qualified and non-qualified funds. They do have single and joint payouts, and the rider fee on this one is 1.05 basis points. This also has a doubler based on 2 of 6 ADLs for up to 5 years or until the account value is 0. And they define it as must be incapable of performing 2 of 6 ADLs for at least 90 consecutive days. The income enhancement provides double the lifetime annual income payout for up to 5 years. It is included at no additional cost. The maximum issue age is 75. It goes over the guaranteed minimum surrender value on your contract. The death benefit is whatever the remaining contract value passes to the beneficiary. Other benefits are the nursing home waiver and the terminal illness waiver, just as the other contracts stated. Anytime after issue on this policy, if they should be confined to a skilled care facility for at least 90 consecutive days, any surrender and MVA will be waived and the client can access their account value. And the terminal illness waiver does the same. So, Global Atlantic's withdrawal base and how it grows. Your withdrawal base is the numerical value used to calculate your retirement income and is based off the amount of your Income 150 purchase. Prior to activating income, the withdrawal base grows by guaranteed amounts known as income boosts, which actually begin with a day one 20% bonus. The bonuses in years 2 through 5 at another 7.5 annually. If the income is delayed until year 10, you'll get an additional bonus equal to 150% of all interest credits that you've earned for the first 9 years of your annuity contract. So we'll take a look at Global's payouts. Global is at $6,225 as their lifetime payout amount on a guaranteed basis, which should be the same on the non-guaranteed. So on the non-guaranteed side, we are looking at the contract value depleting. On a guaranteed side, the lifetime payout amount is still $6,225. And then the accelerated annual payment, if they turn on income at 65, is $12,450. That does not change. However, that is the $12,000 is available for up to 5 years or until the contract value is depleted to 0. I would like to thank all of you for joining me on this webinar. I am going to launch a real quick poll question. If you would like more information on getting contracted with IAMS, please select yes. If not, please select no. And I will be following up with you at the conclusion of this webinar. So any questions you have, write them down or keep them handy and we will go over them. Looks like everybody has voted. Oh, 13% have voted. I would appreciate everybody's participation. I'm going to close the poll here. It looks like now we are good. I'm going to close the poll out. I will follow up with you all after this webinar, and I sincerely appreciate you taking time out of your day to join me.